What's up, everybody? My name is Zeke. Welcome back to another motivational speech. Today we're going to be talking about goals are meant to be set high. Before I get into the video, make sure you guys drop a like down below, comment on any other ideas, topics you guys want me to talk about, and make sure you subscribe because that always helps me out. Here's a quote that I want to start out with today. It's a quote again. Something that I have lived off of. It's not something that I've created. It's not a quote that I take documentation of. It's a quote that I wrote to myself, not off of anyone else's ideas. I didn't see it somewhere. I just came through with my own head. Not saying it's the first time it's being said. I said I always set my goals high and don't let it faze me. If I fall short, it just pushes me harder. First thing I want to talk about today. There is two types of people. The ones who are motivated and fueled through easier goals and more achievable goals, so they keep slowly pushing up, and the ones who set goals high and they put everything into that. Personally, I'm the second option. When it comes to goals, I like to set them extremely high. And I should start with the first one. We'll start with the first one. First type person. There's the type of people that like their goals to be easier, not necessarily free, not necessarily goals that are so easy that it's not even worth setting as a goal. For the first type of person, let's put it into perspective of a homework assignment. Let's say you're working on a homework assignment or trying to study for a test, and the first type of person would set their goal lower. So let's say they'd set their goal for a C on the test. Well, they get their test back and it's a C+. Well, they'd be happy because they set their goal low and they were able to achieve it, but it's not saying the results are as high as you can get. It's just they still hit that short goal, that little stepping stone that was gonna get them that goal, that'll give them that adrenaline, that happiness that made them happy to be able to achieve that goal. These are the type of people that are motivated through easier goals and achievable goals. It's just a slow train up. Every goal, small goal, makes you a little more happy, but it's easier to hit those goals. Other things, athletes, let's say you're weightlifting for a sport. You might have a PR of 500, let's say 500 pounds in squat, even though I'm not even getting into what weights or anything like that. I'm just saying let's just say 500 pounds. Someone with the first type of goal would say, today my goal is gonna be 505, 5 pounds more, nothing big. Well, they might hit that 505 and be like, oh my goodness, that was great. Well, it was a small goal and they achieved it, so good for them. But knowing that it was only 5 more pounds is something that some people might look at and be like, well, that wasn't that much. Come on now, you can do better. Now let's take it to the other side. This is the side that I fall under. You set your goals high and you put everything into that. What I mean by that is you don't go easy on yourself. You really don't, to be honest. You set your goal extremely high. This is instead of that 500 to 505, this is that 500 to 600. Your goal is so high up, it's honestly not even achievable. It's most of the time not gonna happen. But the key is setting it that high makes you know you're gonna have to put every single ounce of yourself into that to get to that goal. And most of the time you fail. Obviously, not hitting the goal sucks. Well, my mindset when it comes to not hitting a goal that I wanted to hit is I'm well, think about it. If I set my goal for 600 pounds and my PR is 500 pounds, and let's say I got to 550 that day, still 50 pounds off, wasn't really close to the goal. Well, knowing that I put everything into it and got to 550, instead of setting a smaller goal of 505, I'm gonna come out happier because I set a high goal for myself and I knew I pushed my absolute hardest to get to that 600 pounds, and knowing that there was nothing I could have done more to get to that 600 pounds, and 550 was what I was able to do. It's a lot harder mentally. If you have us not as strong as a mental, I'd say the first type of person is probably what you're gonna fall under. If you're a little more strong in the mental side, you're able to get hit with a couple of you didn't make it, try harder next time, you got it next time. You know, you might not hit goals all the time. That's just how it works. You set very high goals and you push as hard as you can for them. And if you don't hit them, you look back on it and say, well, I know I tried my best. Let's just move on and try again on something else. Just know goals are meant to be set high. Goals are meant to be set high. Regardless of the type of person you are, the goal is always gonna be set high. A high goal doesn't have to be extremely high. A high goal just means something that's above what you are capable of. So 500 to 505, that 505, that is considered a high goal. Not saying it's a high number, I'm not talking about the quantity. I'm talking about compared to what you are able to do, it's a high goal. So setting a high goal just means a goal that is better than what you did before. So just make sure to set your goals high, keep pushing, and just get out there. Thank you guys for tuning into today's motivational speech. Leave a comment if you like this one, if you want to see more of this one, if you enjoyed that. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed it as well. Subscribe if you'd like more content with motivational speakers, speeches, interviews, talks like this. Subscribe for more content. See you guys next time. Peace out.